I'll show you the views in just a second. Are just windy, incredible. We started in this village with this stunning waterfall. So we're in Lauterbrunnen, and this is a valley that's home to 72 waterfalls. Just behind me there is the really big one, and then you can see them all cascading off all the rocks all the way down the valley. Absolutely gorgeous, really traditional, lots of Swiss chalets and things like that. It was hard not to keep looking up at this spectacular sight, but we found out that it was possible to climb up to it. So we made our way up the steps to get a little bit closer. We then ended up going through a tunnel, and at the end of the tunnel were some steps up into the rock face with lots of viewpoints as we went. We did get a little bit wet and it was hard trying to keep the camera dry, and the last little bit up revealed this beautiful view of the water cascading over. Just stood midway, maybe a third of the way up in the rock face with Europe's tallest waterfall cascading behind me, and the village of Lauterbrunnen behind that. Beautiful. There's always something quite mesmerising about waterfalls, but we decided to make our way back down. This was a little graveyard at the bottom. Not a bad place to be laid to rest. We then took a stroll around the village. It was not out of season, so quite a lot of things were shut. So we decided to jump on the train to Grindelwald and Jungfrau. This was the first part of the journey. It was absolutely stunning, and we started to get some snow the higher up we went. The mountains became clearer, and the last bit we had the north face of the Eiger. This was our change at the top to jump on the Jungfraujoch, the last train to take us to the very top. I'm just about to jump on a train to Europe's highest station, which is quite cool, all the way up. And this is the train that was going to be taking us exactly there. It was rather busy, took about 25 minutes, and eventually we made it to the top. Oh, so we're at 3,200 metres or something like that, and really short of breath, a little bit lightheaded. The views, I'm going to show you the views in just a second, are just windy, incredible. I love the sound of snow underfoot, and it was wonderful to be stood on top of the world. Absolutely freezing, -5, maybe more with the wind chill, but whoa. It was worth it for the views though. It was absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. You can see the fog in the valley there below us, and we enjoyed the 360-degree views around us. We then found a flag which we had to have our photo taken with. Top of the world, had to be done, and then just enjoyed the ice crystals in the air again, and the sunshine and the mountains and the glaciers. It was, I could have stayed there all day had it not been freezing cold. And there we are, 3,475 metres. We headed back in, and they've carved some ice tunnels through the glacier, something I've never done before, and they had some amazing ice sculptures in there for us to enjoy as we walked around as well. So this was all included as part of the experience to the top, which was pretty nice, but I was starting to get a bit cold and we needed to warm up, so we decided to head back down on the train, taking in the views as we did so, eventually losing the snow, and then the sun was setting, which made for wonderful light. Here's a few pictures I took today just to share it with you guys on my camera. The light was incredible. Had a little play on my phone at the top on Google Maps just to give you an idea on where we were and the height we were at. I think that's the highest I've ever been, and it was a wonderful experience. Let's see what tomorrow brings. See you then.